news in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start?
Team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now the defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides.
Hey, stop.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to... Now, they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw it.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now Lawrence on first down. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. In motion left is Hopkins.
Hey, you, go. Hey, jumper.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Hey, hang on.
Now on second and 13. Lawrence over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And the Jags are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I'm ready.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to flip one. Work this to the 45.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells the story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And some space here. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On play action, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponent
there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws, has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, Lawrence. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hey, you. Go, go. Hey, Delta.
Again, it's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hey, Orbit. Hey, Haywood. Yeah,
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Hey, Charlotte.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Ready, set. Yeah. Hey, Foxtrot. Yep. Hey, Mike, go.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game.
Hey, Alpha.
A final shot before break. Lawrence got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins as time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. It's complete to Fuller. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Mahomes pass complete to Paul Milton.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
61, Max Watts, right.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Who's going forward?
Lawrence will throw. He finds who else? Hopkins. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
On the set.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Darren Waller, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jags add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not look. Defense has really struggled.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always...
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Crystal, grab it.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Caught on the slant, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses
to lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Easy.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Yeah. Hey, Delta.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 3rd down now. And those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Mahomes now to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Hey, Orbit. Hey, Hayward.
Yep. Hopkins, the man in motion right. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Lawrence. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.